this?
Chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold that.
Oh, hey, because I'm beautiful. He has haircut. See, what the hell? ¿Ah? Sí. What? ¿Cómo ahora? Melee. Spells. Intuition. Lockpicking. Elemental trap. Firearms. One-handed blades. What? You don't even know what this is. This is a new game. Get out of here. Go change. Go change. Go change. Go change. Go change. Divun. Divun.
You can't squish through the hole there. That's a challenge.
Be born. Be born. Be born.
That's a challenge that you would never finish. Challenge that you would never finish.
Be born. Be born. All I hear is be born. The baby this is be born. What?
No,
That's not me. That's gonna be me.
You get two unlimited squishing, please.
Born. Recommended talents, recommended attributes.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular... that's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
I must
My
be going.
lady, please, I beg you, Her Highness...
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
What the hell? Oh god, 30 frames. Oh no. What the hell?
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Feels off.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
This frame rate? Oh.
Defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No. Thanks all the same. I have quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that. Thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes.
This is getting shitty.
You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
I have to admit, I thought my days as a child, complete with bodyguard, were behind me.
I do like being wanted. It would seem that the prince didn't feel you were apt to take care of yourselves alone. So it goes. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What? Mm-hmm.
put this off as long as I can. I need to make my farewells to my mother. I'll go and meet up with Kurt in the city afterwards.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice.
Let's see this. What do you want? What do you want? Yeah, I don't know. This is. I don't know what this is. This is a free game on PS Plus. Would be. I don't know. I just want to see what it is. It's free.
Island everyone's talking about.
What?
My child. Alas, there is nothing.
Great, I don't know. Get out of here. Shut up. Ewan. I don't know. How am I supposed to know when you're talking? I don't know. How am I supposed to know when you're talking?
Even if I were to
I don't know.
I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
Why is this getting hot?
What is it?
Yeah.
Why is that on your face? Why?
I don't know.
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. My blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
The character designs and voice acting.
Cringe. The baby this is cringe. God, it's cringe. Holy shit, the cringe. What?
Guess what's on your face? Ready monsters?
Wood, ibin. Wood, ibin. Wood, bin.
Why are you a cowboy?
Tell me now. Tell me now. Everything is cringe. Yeah. What do you mean you cannot do that? Oh, I already could do that.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Kurt,
Another cutscene?
it's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where?
In the lower boroughs, near the...
Right then.
Add to the team. So I had to...
Where would you like to...
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Whew.
To my help, and death to the others! Green blood! I can't hold on much longer.
He's back up. Ah. Adrenaline. Oh. What the hell? How to use my gun? Oops. What kind of shitty map is this? Where am I? Is that me?
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Huh?
Greetings, Your Excellency.
To my help, and death to the others!
What?
To my help, and death to the others!
Holy shit.
Things are about to get dicey! Careful, Greenblood, you're wounded!
The hell? Oh, we went full circle here. I could have avoided those enemies and kept my potions, but rip.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Boy, is this... What's the point of putting these stairs here if I can't even go down? What kind of stairs are those? The hell?
The merchant is there.
I don't care what you think.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agreed to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
Tolerate?
I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung
and that you finish your days in prison.
God damn.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Dude, I can't even see that. It's so tiny. The star one is the main quest and this is a side quest. Crafting table. Tavern. The hell's going on in this shit? If all of this shit wasn't the freaking... Wait, what? How is this a main quest? What is this then? Oh. Let's go here. God, this shit is weird. Can I do stealth kills?
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasca.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
Short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords? I don't think so. But it's...
Does the boy know anyone in...
Other than... I don't think...
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down...
That isn't the safest place in the city.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
Nice, look, another health potion. What?
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were, and I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head... You think my story is nothing?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did Jonas seem troubled to you? The night he...
Maybe.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards, kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to beat us. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
What do you think about Captain Basco?
He's a just man who knows it's a pity that he has...
Thank you, Laura. I need...
Laura, huh? The hell kind of name? Oh, there's Flavia.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes.
Your Capitiri's taking the disappearance seriously.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening.
We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary?
Maybe a tad troubled.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart, and he...
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas' voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing.
I need to be going.
Strange story that...
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Sailor's coat. Yeah. Weird animation.
It's blocked. It's blocked. If this is in 60, it would be pretty nice.
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier Freddie as soon as possible. The port authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
The fuck? Yo. Ah? Yeah! I'm stretching.
No, that's not how you stretch.
Yeah, it is. That's how you stretch, like this. Like this.
Why are you typing this way?
No, that's how you stretch.
No, you were typing this way.
Yeah, but I'm stretching though.
You're in Discord. Why would
Yeah,
you
there. What? Det var heavy because I'm beautiful now. Det var heavy. Yeah, there. That's kind of annoying. What?
Does your best. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. Welcome. Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Yeah, Derek. Cool. Because I'm here. Fantastica. The hell am I? Oh. Ya.
Abajo está la rocha, para todo lo que quieran, ¿ya?
Ya, quiero regresar.
No sé, tú sabes, Jeremy, para sacarlo. ¿Ok?
Ya. Está bien. Chao. Yes, Eric.
Hello, Malay.
Yes, haircut.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table.
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water. Anything else?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his daughter her allowance, it would seem.
This is pretty trash.
I need to be honest.
30 FPS, shitty animation, shitty voice acting, shitty freaking gameplay. 30 FPS, but it's pretty fun.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen it. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
The hell did I do that?
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Nord that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady. You're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
My apologies, but I do not have the strength to chat today.
What? Get the hell out of my way. The hell was that?
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor. I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
The hell? What the hell? Huh? Oh. Seeing freaking blows. What? True. What?
Locked.
Who? What? King J's back? Oh shit. That man's alive? Damn, how did I not know about this shit? True. It's been a week. It's been a while. It's been a week. Huh? It's been a week and a half. Fuck's sake.
That's literally what it said. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, I read that. Then it said, yeah, it's been a week. I could just go to his channel right now. "16 days ago. It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Locked.
What was the point of that key if I can't even in there? What the hell? The hell? Nah.
locked.
Man.
And then you'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess.
Nah, bruh. This character focus skag, man. Nah.
Looking down his pipe. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Nah. This camera? The hell? Why is this camera so hard to control? Holy shit. It's freaking 30 FPS. What the hell? Holy shit.
Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Resistance.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Might I help you, my lady? I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
What?
Might I help you, my lady?
What?
I need to be going.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see.
I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
What?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Nort ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Norts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Norts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
Have a nice day.
What the hell's going on with the screen? Oh my freaking god. Okay.
To my help! To my help!
Huh? Bro. Okay. Bro, what the hell? What the hell was that bullshit?
It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Norts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Very high. There is a very high man. I don't know what's up with King J's stream, always pulling out the speech impediment, having freaking... Holy shit, yeah.
To the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Why did this do so much damage? What?
It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit from previous means. To my help! And death to the others!
Move. Birch.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy. But we...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Naughts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naught. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm Liz.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. This place guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
Commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not Nords?
Sir de Corsilian has a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
Better yet. Or, better yet. Everyone's seeing that shit apparently.
They should be posted on that video I just watched.
Really? Lamar roast Michael? Cool, bro. Fucking Publix called me. Had to change the white bread. Publix called me. No!
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Huh? Hmm. Fuck. Yes, haircut. Is that from the King J stream?
Someone linked that.
But that's from the King J stream though. He's playing it. Or did you?
No.
What? Oh. What happened? Huh? I don't get it. What happened, dude? What just happened? What just happened? No idea what the hell just happened. Yeah, haircut. What just happened? Huh? Oh.
To my health, and death to the others!
What just happened? I couldn't move. I could not freaking move. Huh? Yes. Bullshit. What the hell? Shit makes no sense. Yes, haircut. That is so dumb.
To my health, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Huh? How'd you miss? guess. Hmm.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
I had no career back then. I go back as once, right, like this.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let you, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Hmm. Some hitman shit. From there? What? Same. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is everything gonna be done?
I'm not sure.
Regulated living pills. Laced drink. How the hell did I do that? Huh? Oh, laced drink. Bottle of brandy.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Well now, can we get...
You're going to have to wait.
What is this shit?
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Can't you make an exception?
No, sorry, milady. Move along, please. Now!
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't...
Very well, I'm
How
going.
do I kill you? What the hell is this bullshit?
Orders...
Very well.
You cannot pass. Only the Norts have access to the prison.
That's it? All I had to do is change clothes and I automatically... What the hell is this?
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
That was the story, and it worked quite well. Like, say what you want about the prequels, but one area where Lucas just hit the nail perfectly on the head was how he didn't want the mistake of doing the same thing once. Because as Ron Swanson once said, there's always
It's blocked.
the second time around. Lucas realized that we don't want to see another saga about the mistakes made by Empire because we've already seen that story in the Star Wars canon. Like, if we wanted to see that story again, we'd just rewatch the original. So he shifted the dynamic. Now it's the good guys that are winning power, and it's the bad guys that are the weak fractions that they seem to manipulate on a team that takes the good guys down. Because the heart of Star Wars and twist didn't copy it like Abrams didn't master something like Johnson. And it was the thought of the original that tells a new story with a new plot in a new setting, while still being definitive to Star Wars. That was, in my opinion, a brilliant call by Lucas in the prequels, even if some elements of those stories were a little self-defense. Like, I think by far the best call Lucas made here was having Obi-Wan become the main character, simply as like a natural part of people in the prequels. Like, a lot of people disagree about whether the prequels are good or bad. One of the main things that basically everyone agrees on is that Obi-Wan was consistently great. Like, when Obi-Wan, Lucas did the same thing James Cameron did with Episode 2. He took characters from the original story, carried them over, and explored them in new, interesting ways. When Lucas sat down to write this trilogy now, they made the horrific mistake of doing the exact opposite of what Lucas did for the prequels. Because Disney played it safe in the areas where they took risks, and they took risks in the areas where they should have played it safe. For one, Luke simply should have been the main character in the prequels. It's no brainer. Forget it being a meta story in like one of the three movies. He should have had the Obi-Wan treatment for being one of the main characters throughout all three films. Yes, when you're making the sequel, you want to add new characters in and follow their journey. Of course you do. But if we instead had one plot line throughout all three films, we follow Finn, for example, as he finishes his first order, then meets up with
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Sure, this would have paved the path, but far more importantly, it would have made the film better in terms of being good sequels, because they're continuing on the story. But instead of making that easy, safe, sensible choice, Disney took a completely unnecessary risk by sidelining every single original character to be nothing more than a supporting character, and they replaced the main cast with entirely new things. This was a pointless risk, but such a good choice for staring you right in the face before continuing.
Well, now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
My God, they needed to do. Like, I cannot stress enough how catastrophic Disney's decision was to not twist up the Star Wars. So we had a story that moved Star Wars, you know, the lightsabers and this sort of the same cast of characters, whilst also giving it a completely new plot and a fresh set. I'm not saying what I think is a really good idea how they should have done that, but I'm saying that was part of the review I'm going to that rewriting the comics and stick around with that. But the world of the sequels is literally just a rehash of the originals. What Star Wars was previously known for, interesting world building that captured people's imaginations, all of that's now gone. And that leaves us to part 2.
still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for
I
this.
certainly hope so. Will you...
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son. She said that he was taken when he was a child.
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, Desade. We need, since time immemorial, there's always been a certain children born on their ships belong to them. It's that certain contracts are so important that they all, from time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And
are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long... But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with...
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it after. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the... Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
In the chat, the person is a long time. He probably doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know. But the low hit, oh, the game crash, good game. Like, go in the chat. Alright, so that is low high. So it's not mid high or anything like that. So maybe you're wondering how you got it. It's low high.
It's just a far worse version. It would have been better if they tried to spice that with some fresh hot brownies instead. Even if the brownies weren't too well made, having that would have at least been better than
you can talk about. What's the command for that double kick down 3+1? Yeah, not everyone. I don't think everyone knows. If you're learning, then yeah, rank to the disciples. That's why I kept doing it, because I wanted you to kind of like know that you have to actually. I wanted you to at least do it that way. Yeah, you're right.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Should we take a peek?
This is bullshit. Don't tell me.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
So when I say the director's name, no, that I'm saying that assuming that they made every creative choice, but when it comes to how Aaron and Johnson handled the sequel film, they both really believe that we're telling a science fiction fantasy story, and the world building is optional. But here's the problem with that story. It is optional in the same way that having source code has to be. I know I'm using other movie metaphors right now, I've no idea why, but when you just spaghetti on its own, you won't die if you do it, and you can technically do it. But it will take you around to tell, and it will be a thorough ritual. But a great chef will make a nice sauce to go with it, so the sauce complements the pasta, and the pasta complements the sauce, and you end up with a meal that's far more enjoyable than the sum of its parts.
Lady Desade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Norts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Nauts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nauts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Who are you?
My name is Desarde.
Who are you?
I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
Were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Nauts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the forum.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
Then I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch you.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fat.
External hardware.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
Okay.
It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could not to my house.
Okay. What's the point of being called a stealth kill if everyone knows where I am instantly? Yeah.
This has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin!
My fair cousin!
Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
What?
If you only knew how these river scum do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kerr and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
We can assume that much, but how did it happen? And the reason why it isn't because it's all in the world, it's because it's such low-hanging fruit for a really interesting bit of welcome. If any decent fantasy or sci-fi writer were telling the story, that would probably be the very first question they'd address. Did the Republic echo a post-World War I mentality and call the level cheaper? Did the First Order incrementally save citizen army systems? But the Republic let it happen because these systems weren't a part of the Republic, and their leader was so afraid of another war that he just turned a blind eye, or offered peace after each invasion. If they could say that in the movies, you might have a much more positive war about getting the world. Now they didn't have to hit themselves that often. They could have at least hinted at each other. Like a dialogue here and there about how the Republic was fighting to afraid to turn to the First Order whenever they invaded somewhere, or something like that. How did we learn from that? It's such a basic question. And sure, it's said that Luke Skywalker has vanished, and in his absence, the First Order has risen from the Empire faction, but that's the full extent of the answer we get in the films. And sure, it's touched on in some of the external media, but 99% of the people watching the movies don't get up.
It's not possible just now.
Workbench. Sudah macam tu. Workbench.
Welcome. Have you seen anything? Thank you. Welcome. Have you seen anything?
Ring of the Priest.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. It's such. Have you seen anything?
Can't even use these weapons.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Let me steal that dumb freaking blade.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
How do I know which weapon I'm using?
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?